All right, welcome in, everybody. This is the Rooted in Progress podcast. We are so excited to introduce this podcast to all of you. We have been working on this project for months now, and I am so proud of what we are going to be bringing before you. I'm your girl, Deanne King. I am your host of Rooted in Progress. And
I am Terrance Middlebrooks, who is the co-host and the technical director.
Button
pusher, I guess you
correct.
could call me.
You have a very pivotal role, but
yes.
What is Rooted in Progress?
What is Rooted
in Progress is it started with just an idea. We wanted to bring forth some really heavy topics, honestly, that make people a little bit uncomfortable as it relates to disparities within the Black community across Tampa Bay. We talked about and what we did with our original Rooted in Progress. So for those who don't know, Rooted in Progress started as a Black History Month special. We aired it in February, and what we did was we talked about forgotten Black cemeteries that keep popping up everywhere. We talked about the lack of affordable housing, the disparities within access to capital for Black entrepreneurs. We talked about Black mental health and what that looks like. We also discussed building relationships between the Black community and law enforcement. Heavy topics, right? They're things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But what we did, we brought in a live studio audience, and then we brought forth leaders. We had a panel, a large panel, y'all. We're talking police chiefs, city council members, county commissioners, state representatives, to ask them questions about what they're going to do about these issues. We know that the issues exist. We know that the disparities exist. What are you going to do about it? The overwhelming response that we received from our community after Rooted in Progress, the Black History Month special aired, was enormous. It was such a positive response to the point where city leaders, a city councilman, a county commissioner brought forth the promises that they made on our show, and we now have action. They have actually put forth the work and stayed committed to the promise that they made. So now with this podcast, we're continuing the conversation.
Absolutely.
It's very important for us to make sure that these issues and that we're continuing the progress. We're staying rooted. We're staying rooted in progress. We're checking in on a lot of those topics that we brought up, talking about forgotten Black cemeteries, talking about the Racial Reconciliation Act here in Tampa. We're going to bring on those guests and talk to them. What have you done since February? What are you continuing to do to make sure the next journalist 20 years from now isn't sitting down with you having the same conversation? That is what this podcast is all about.
Exactly.
And I think Terrance, we're so happy that we're able to provide a platform that this is more than just talking about heavy topics. We want folks to pull up like this is the kitchen table. Yeah. You're chilling at home and you're a part of this conversation as well, right?
Yeah, you like that mama want to come up to the school because she heard her baby been bullied. This is what we are right here, you know?
Exactly,
so,
exactly.
We're holding these folks accountable. We're holding people accountable to their promises.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, man, we got something in store for you all.
A lot. And let me say this for folks who are wondering what this is all about. It's not just going to be heavy topics. We have celebrities who are going to be joining this podcast. We have professional athletes who are going to sit in on this podcast. It's not just going to be your politicians. We're also creating a platform where we can come, have fun, learn about the culture, talk about the culture, digest the culture, whether it's something viral that happens on social media, especially within our community. This is going to be a safe space where you can come, chill, have your comments. We have games on lock, and they're going to be a ton of fun. It is just an incredible labor of love. This is a team effort, by the way. Rooted in Progress, we have an entire team behind this initiative. Let me introduce y'all to some of these to some of these incredible people. You met Terrance, our co-host, my co-host here, but Kristen McKay, she is one of the producers working on this podcast. And we also have Nyesha Harper, who is our executive producer and our boss. She does not play. And we also
you see how she lit up when you
I know,
said
right?
boss.
We also have another member, Miss Lola.
Yes, Miss Omolola Adeagbo. We love her.
Yes,
not
and
here
so
at the moment.
she's not here at the moment, but we love Lola and everything that she brings to the table with getting everything together and coordinating our interviews and coordinating our guests. And Kristen, I asked you before why it was so important for you to be a part of this podcast.
I think I just really wanted to be a part of something that we are taking the issues that are directly impacting Tampa Bay the Black community in Tampa Bay. We're not talking about national. We're talking about specifically what is going on. And I think it's important for the people to know we see these issues, we recognize these issues, and we're going to bring them on a platform where we are not letting up, and we're going to we're going to keep our foot on the gas pedal.
Period.
Oftentimes people think these issues need to just be spoken about during February, Black History Month. These issues are 12 months out of the year. So we're going to talk about them 12 months out of the year.
I agree. Snap to that. Yeah.
And wait a minute.
She said it all.
We just need to have a segment with Kristen.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm telling
I
you.
mean,
You said I don't play.
Wow.
She ain't playing.
my
Right.
goodness. That, you better
Okay,
go, Kristen.
Yes. Amen. Amen. Let the doors of the
Nyesha.
church open up.
There we go.
Yes.
Nyesha, I think it's important for people to hear about your role. You oversee and lead the content. What do you want the takeaway to be for the listeners and for the people who tune in?
I want what we do to be digestible for people. Nowadays, everything's in the hands of your phone, social media. You know, a lot of people in our generation, they're not tuning in to the news to hear about what's going on in the Tampa Bay community, the racial conciliation community, like what's happening in city council. So I think this is a way to bring those conversations to the people, act like you're coming to the kitchen table to, discuss and hear, and also provide feedback, comment. Like, we want to hear from y'all as well. Like, what do y'all want to hear us talk about? Who do you want us to talk to, and issues you want us to discuss? So I'm really excited about what we're doing here.
Y'all know one of the biggest misconceptions, or not even a misconception, it's a fact. On the news, they'll be like, y'all came up here, y'all was here for 2 hours, and y'all only put something up for 2 minutes. That's the reality of TV news.
That's right.
But the beauty in this platform, we have the time, we have the space. What they say, we got the time, space, and opportunity.
Opportunity, baby.
And that's what I love about this, because y'all know I have For the Culture, and I like to highlight and share motivational and moving pieces and inspiring pieces of minorities who are making a difference in our community. But oftentimes, again, those stories, they're so short. They're so quick. Even though I be going over, y'all are producers, and they be like, 3 minutes.
3 minute
Y'all, they
pack?
trip over a 3-minute package, a 3-minute story. But here we have the time. And we want you all to come on in, join us, and honestly,
And learn from us too. Like, this can be an educational
Exactly.
tool. Like, you ain't got to be Black to listen.
correct.
Put your
That
headphone
part.
in, turn it on
That
in your
part.
car.
This
like,
is for everybody. This is for every voice, for every race, for every skin color, for everybody, age. We want to cover so many topics. I mean, we'll be talking about education. We have topics about strengthening that relationship with law enforcement, all the way to fun topics. We're going to be talking about a cookout.
Yeah.
Like,
Sports.
coming to the cookout, what you can bring, what you can't bring.
How about we have a cookout in here? Can we have a cookout in here?
We could
just
do
don't
that.
put the
We
no
could do
raisins in a potato
anything.
salad.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is our world, and let me say this: it's our world, but we're so happy that you all are going to be a part of it. So the Rooted in Progress podcast, everybody, this is our team. Please
Yes,
remember,
yes.
this is a team effort, y'all, and we are putting in and delivering this out of love. So join us for the Rooted in Progress podcast. It will air every Thursday. Every Thursday. Say it. Let's say it together, y'all. Every Thursday at 11 o'clock
my
in the
audio.
morning. 11 o'clock in the morning. Several ways to tune in. Here on Spotify, here on Apple Podcasts, here on YouTube. WFLA.com. Download the WFLA app. You can also join us on Facebook. Again, the Rooted in Progress podcast airing every Thursday at 11 a.m. We'll see y'all then. Have a good one, y'all.
Peace.